I've not thoroughly researched this, but I've heard that the I-cord got its name from Elizabeth Zimmerman, who said that it's short for idiot cord because any idiot could do it. It really is easy, and in this video I'm going to show you how to knit an I-cord. You start by casting on the specified number of stitches. In this case I'm going to do 4. And then you slide them to the other end of your needle. Now a lot of people use double pointed needles for this. You can use double pointed or you can use circular needles like what I'm using. And then simply knit those 4 stitches again. What's happening is the yarn is actually stranding from one end of your work to the other and pulling it together in a tube. And at the first it's going to look really sloppy. And that's normal. You just keep going. So now I got to the end of that row, slide it to the other end of your needle. And you just keep repeating these 2 steps until the cord is as long as you want it. The working yarn's at the bottom again, so it's going to strand up the back and pull these 4 stitches into a tube. So I'm going to knit those 4 stitches. Slide it to the other end. You just keep repeating this. And here I've got a couple inches of my I-cord done. I will tell you, I do stretch it pretty much every time I slide it to the other end of the needle because, well, because I just want it to grow faster. I'm a little bit impatient, and because it does help to just pull those stitches into place and just makes it, I think it makes it easier to knit. But I think I do it mostly because I just want to see it grow faster. Anyhow, so inevitably, as you are moving your stitches around, they're going to slip off your needle. And it can be a little bit disconcerting when you're knitting an I-cord when they fall off the needle, because how in the world do you pick them up? Well, here's what happens. You can see where your working yarn is, and you can either pick up that stitch first or last. It doesn't matter which. So you go around, you pick up your stitches, and you want the working yarn to be at the base of the needle when you start knitting. So if I had picked them up in the other direction, my working yarn would be here at the top of the needle, closest to the tip. I would just simply slide it to the other end so that it is at the bottom. It's coming out of the bottom stitch, and I would continue knitting. Now also, when you end your I-cord, you can either end it by binding off like normal, whatever bind off you like, or you can simply cut a nice long tail and use a darning needle to string it through those live stitches like you would a lot of times when you're closing up the top of a hat. Guys, I know a lot of people kind of dread knitting an I-cord, but I will tell you it goes faster than you think. Last night I knit a 60-inch I-cord, I think in 2 hours while I was watching TV. So it does seem a little monotonous, but it goes pretty quick. Have fun knitting your I-cords.